What's up, Doc? Welcome back to episode 6 of season 1, Cash and Confidence, where we talk money, market power, and respect. I am your host, Mo Money. I had to switch it up there. You seen how I went all Looney Tunes on you? My bad. My bad. Anyways, I am a mother. I do have a baby right next to me, so if you hear him, I apologize. I am a mother first, a hustler immediately after. Check the shirt. Hustle. This is not my merch, but yeah. Anyways, I want to give gratitude. As each week goes, there's always growth. And so there has to be gratitude. And I thank you all for listening, for tuning in, for subscribing, and I'm just proud of you, for even listening lets me know that you're wanting to better yourselves financially. And so I'm proud of you, kid. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, chin up, chest out. All right. Listen, also be sure to share this with a friend. You know what I'm saying? We don't gatekeep over here. So if you're getting the knowledge, give the knowledge to a friend. Share, like, comment, subscribe, all those things. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Now, let's get into the nitty gritty. Last week, we talked about a little introduction to investing. And I told you guys about the different places that you can invest, auto investing, all of that. This week, I want to hone in on one specific vehicle, which is specifically for retirement. All right. And so this week's episode is going to be called Roth IRA Realness, Invest Now, Retire Tax-Free Later. So what is a Roth IRA? Like I said, it's a retirement investment account, right? And this is where you're putting post-tax money into an account to where you can withdraw it tax-free later in retirement. I'm pretty sure all of us want to do that. We all want to retire and we don't want to have to worry about Uncle Sam taking his cut from our money. So this is that vehicle to do it in. This is not something that you're going to be able to pull from like a savings account. If you want to do all that, do a high yield savings. But if you going to do all that, don't be listening to this podcast because that's not something we encourage. Amen. So now think of a Roth IRA as like a container. Okay. And then the contents that you put into the container is going to be what you're investing into. All right. So I want to talk about the income limits to start because there are income limits for a Roth IRA. Let's go off of filing status. So if you're single and you make less than $146,000, you can make a full contribution, which would be $6,500 per year as of 2025. Between $146,000 to $161,000 income, you can make a partial contribution, which is I think half. And then if you make over $161,000, you cannot make a contribution directly, but there's a loophole. Now, if you're married filing jointly, the income limits are $230,000. You have to make less than that to be able to do full. $230,000 to $240,000, you can make a partial. Anything over $240,000, no contribution. Now, if you make too much, what you can do is it's called a backdoor IRA strategy, backdoor Roth IRA strategy. So you can take a traditional IRA account, contribute to there, and then you can convert it to a Roth IRA account. It's a little bit more. It's strategic, it's legal, but it is a little bit more complex for sure. So definitely have a financial advisor to assist on that. But overall, it gives high income earners the capability of still having access to a Roth IRA. So, it's something to consider if you make over those amounts. If you don't make over it, don't worry about it. Just do a full contribution. Now, why is a Roth IRA so powerful? In my opinion, like I just said, tax-free growth, that's a long-term power play. Right? Being able to have money for not having to pay taxes on it. And then the other part is being able to have access to the contributions. So let's say in year 2, you've made $13,000 of contributions, right? $6,500 2 times. Let's say you need to pull $10,000 to buy a new house or a new car or whatever. You have full access to your contributions without any penalty. Like that's what? How many people can say they got access to $10,000? You know what I'm saying? From what you've saved up. Help. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to cuss. A lot of people don't even have access to $10,000 in general, but let alone you have an account that's saving it for you. You're not dibbling and dabbling inside of it because you're just letting it sit and grow over time. So now you have access to it without having to pay any penalties on it. That's another benefit, I believe, is that you're in control. There's no employer rules. This is great for beginners, side hustlers, long-term wealth builders, cashed in crew. Yeah, this is a great vehicle. And I'm going to definitely send out in the newsletter different Roth IRA accounts that you can get set up and start contributing to. Don't just set it up though and not contribute to it, because if you set it up and you don't put anything in it, it's just going to be sitting there. And like, we're not trying to be cute. We're trying to make money. So make sure you're putting money into it. All right. I want to talk about what you can invest once you have the Roth IRA set up. What are you able to invest into within the account? You can invest into index funds, ETFs, stocks, target date funds, fractional shares, whatever the case may be. Make sure that you're putting it where it needs to go. Because like I said, we ain't trying to be cute. We trying to make money. Sorry, y'all. I keep hitting the mic. Now, here are some withdrawal rules that you need to know. You can always withdraw your contributions. Like I said, no penalties. However, you cannot withdraw your earnings without penalty. So if you put in $6,500, let's say you make $1,000, right? Now you got $7,500. The $6,500 you can pull with no penalty, but the $1,000 that you made in earnings is going to have a 10% penalty plus taxes if you decide you want to withdraw that. So just be mindful that you can withdraw those contributions, but if you try to touch them earnings, baby, they're going to touch you. All right. Where you can beat that and have tax-free withdrawals is if you've had the account open for at least 5 years and you're over the age of 59 and a half. Now, most of y'all listening right now, I'm sure, are well under the age of 59 and a half. So again, remember that this is a retirement vehicle that we're talking about. There are some exceptions. You can pull to buy a first-time home. You can pull for education and for medical expenses. There might be other ones, but those are the main three that I know about. All right. So yeah, the whole idea that the money is locked up until retirement, it doesn't do that with the Roth IRA. But now I do know a lot of people talk about 401ks and how you cannot access your money easily. And so we'll talk about that in a second. But how do you set up a Roth IRA and how do you use it? I'm going to give you the step-by-step playbook. You're literally going to pick a platform. I already gave you some in the Wealth Starter Kit. You could use Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, etc. You're going to open the Roth IRA account. You're going to fund it with what you can, up to $6,500 per year. And then you're going to choose your investments. I would recommend starting with index funds because that gives you a little piece of each different stocks to invest into to start. Because a lot of people don't know what individual stocks to invest into yet. You can do that later though. First, start off with an index fund. And then set up auto contributions, right? Keep it growing on autopilot. So you automatically have money going in. You have money automatically being invested. And then you automatically are making money. So you can automatically retire and automatically be rich. Yeah. I love this. I love this for you. I love this for us, honestly. I do want to break down some differences between the Roth IRA and the 401k account. A lot of people have 401ks because their employers offer it, but there are some things that I really don't like about 401ks. So side-by-side comparison, tax setup for Roth IRA. There's you pay the taxes now and then it's withdraw tax-free later. All right, 401k, you do not pay taxes now, but you are taxed later at withdrawal. Access to money. With a Roth IRA, you have access to your contributions. It's flexible. You can withdraw at any time. With a 401k, it is locked up until 59 and a half. And then there's penalties if you do any earlier. All right. The investment control. When it comes to a Roth IRA, you get to choose what you invest in. 401k is based off of your employer's options. So they're the ones picking what you're invested into. And if it drops, it drops. Contribution limit. There is a limit to the Roth IRA. It's $6,500 per year as of 2024. And then the 401k, it's $23,000 per year if you're under the age of 50. So a little bit higher for the 401k. Employer match. There is none for the Roth IRA. That's another negative. And then for a 401k, yes, they often do include a match. So that's free money. Income limits. There is limits for a Roth IRA, whereas 401k, there's no income limit. So essentially, if I had to break it down in the cashed in mo money manner, I would say a Roth IRA offers you the freedom, the flexibility, future tax-free living, right? And then a 401k, it's going to offer those higher contribution limits, the employer match, but stricter rules, and then you have to take a tax hit later. So I would say if your employer is going to offer the free money with a 401k match, then, take it. Well, duh, free money. But once that match is maxed out, slide on over to a Roth IRA. Grow your wealth on your terms. Take the free money, but slide it over into the Roth IRA when you're done. Don't just leave it in the 401k and retire with a 401k. So all in all, this is what freedom feels like. This is what it tastes like. Tax-free, right? Intentional, slow and steady kind of freedom. Slow and steady wins the race. You're not behind if you didn't start yet. Just right on time. Start today. Why delay? You know what I'm saying? Like, encourage yourself every single day to wake up and choose you. Put you first. Choose positivity. Don't choose a victimized mindset. Don't choose depression. Don't choose to wake up and say, well, just another day of this shit, right? Wake up every single day and thank God first and foremost, or whatever your religion is, right? I'm not here to tell you religion. Thank whoever it is that you thank and choose positivity, choose love, choose happiness, choose freedom. Most importantly, choose wealth. That's why you listen to the Cash and Confidence podcast, because we're choosing to build ourselves in a legacy manner. We're building it for the people who we love, We're building it for ourselves just to say we could do it. So when it's time to retire and it's time to rest because our bones can't do it no more, we're able to. And all of us could be sitting on a beach somewhere in the Caribbean with a glass in hand, sipping on margaritas. That's my vision, but I don't know about you. That's my vision. So anyways, if this episode gave you clarity, if it gave you understanding when it comes to retirement and what vehicle to place your retirement funds into to create that tax-free wealth in the end, share this with somebody who needs it. Remember, we don't gatekeep. Pretty people don't do that. Okay. And let me know when you open that Roth IRA account, right? Like, drop me a little comment, drop me something. Let me know. Hey, Mo Money, I opened up my Roth IRA account because of your newsletter that you sent out that I'm subscribed to because I'm a VIP Cashed In crew member. You know what I'm saying? And we're building this wealth circle together. Yeah. It's not either or. It's about choosing the mix that fits your life, your values, your legacy, your goals. Choose that. Choose yourself every single day. Most importantly, choose to listen to the Cash and Confidence. My bad, y'all. I gotta mark it because if I don't, who will, right? So anyways, I thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. It was really quick, in my opinion. And who knows what we're going to talk about next week, but we're going to make it happen. And I can't believe we're already on episode 6. We only have 4 more episodes left until the end of this season. We're going to take a little break and then we're going to come back for season 2 and it's going to be even more fire. So I appreciate you guys as always. Much love. And until next time, guys, namaste.